Oh, sing to the Lord a new song. Sing to the Lord all the earth. Sing to the Lord, bless his name, tell of his salvation from day to day. Declare his glory among the nations, his marvelous works among all the peoples. For great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised. Let the heavens be glad, and let the earth rejoice. Let the sea roar, and all that fills it. Let the field exult, and everything in it. Then shall all the trees of the forest sing for joy before the Lord, for he is coming. He is coming to judge the earth. He will judge the world with righteousness and the peoples with his truth. Those words from Psalm 96 remind us that today, the 22nd of November, is St. Cecilia's Day. Every musician will know that St. Cecilia is the patron saint of music. If you're a choral singer, you will probably have sung odes to St. Cecilia by Purcell, or Britten, or Howells, or Finzi, or Arvo Pärt. You may even be a fan of Blue Oyster Cult's return of St. Cecilia. Cecilia has one of those odd martyr stories. She was from a noble Roman family, and despite her vow of perpetual virginity, she was required to marry a pagan called Valerian. All through the wedding ceremony, she sat apart, singing songs to God in her heart. She persuaded her husband to respect her vow by referring him to an angel who was watching over her. She was martyred in about 230, and legend says that after being struck 3 times on the neck with a sword, she lived for 3 days and asked the Pope to convert her home into a church, as you do. She's often shown in pictures playing an organ, which she's thought to have invented, as in that stained glass window from St. Mary the Virgin and Little Wymondley, which we saw during the first hymn. Though apparently inventing the organ is down to a mistranslation. So why do we need a patron saint of music? It's a rather lovely coincidence that you have a Methodist inviting you to reflect on this. The founders of Methodism were 2 brothers, John and Charles Wesley. Both were Anglican priests. Charles was also a poet and a musician. And much of the success of the 18th century Methodist evangelical revival was down to the wonderful hymns and the powerful singing. Charles believed that we should sing our theology. And in honour of him, our current Methodist hymn book is called Singing the Faith. Here's Charles Wesley writing in his journal on July the 2nd, 1738. There was one Mrs. Harper there, who had this day in like manner received the Spirit by the hearing of faith, but feared to confess it. We sung the hymn to Christ. At the words, who for me hath died, she burst out into tears and outcries. I believe, she cried, and sunk down. She continued and increased in the assurance of faith, full of peace and joy and love. Music still has the power to creep under our rational defences and touch our hearts. And we still sing many of the hymns that were written by Charles Wesley. We began by listening to a verse from Oh, for a Thousand Tongues to Sing, one of the few Wesley hymns which Anglicans and Methodists have in common. I invite you now to listen to the last couple of verses. And while you listen, think about the role of music in your life of faith. Is music important for the way you worship? For the way you pray? What music helps you to believe? What music, like Cecilia at her wedding, gets you through difficult times? What music, like Mrs. Harper, fills you with peace and joy and love? What's on your playlist? And what does your playlist tell you about God? Let us pray. Blessed are you who sing to the Lord a new song. And blessed are you who listen to the songs others sing. Blessed are you who understand the intricacies of music. And blessed are you who are moved by music, often when you least expect it. Blessed are you who are lovers of Bach, of the Beatles, of hymns ancient and modern, of plain song chant, of the Methodist hymn book. And blessed are you, God, who created us to be creative. Amen.